Hello everyone, welcome. Today is another one of the Mithrie vlogs. I don't want to call it a weekly Mithrie vlog or anything like that because I can't commit to that. I'm a very busy guy, as you guys know. So I wanted to give you just feedback and just an update on my life because a lot of you guys are coming to the live streams every day. And you know guys, I care about you and I know you care about me. So I want to keep you up to date with where I am. So basically, you know, I'm just living the normal routine. Going to work, coming home. I'm doing a lot more live streams than before, recording a lot of videos for all the games I'm playing. Last weekend I finished Uncharted 1 to 3. This weekend I finished Uncharted 4. If you haven't played the Uncharted series, highly recommend it. It's unbelievable. Really, really good. So, let me move the camera actually. I notice the camera's a bit far away. So, is that better? You can see my beard a bit better. So, anyway, guys, like, I'm happy I'm back in this routine. I'm happy that I'm back in the streaming routine and so on. And money is still tight. Money is still always a problem, but it's the same for everyone. I'm surviving. That's the main thing. I'm paying my rent. I'm paying my bills. I'm paying for my food. I'm paying for everything I need to pay for. Of course, I can't afford to buy the latest game or the latest graphics card or whatever, but you guys have been supporting me. Like, you guys bought me Uncharted 4. You guys bought me Ni no Kuni. You guys have helped me pay for my food and so on. You guys helped me move. So, and I am starting to pay back the people. Like you can see on the Blue Surfer video, I'm starting to pay back the money that people helped me with my move. So I do really appreciate that as well. And talking about the live streams, basically, I was saying we were talking about it today during the live stream. Is that for me the live stream? The way to imagine it is like imagine that we're all sitting on a couch side by side, and we are hanging out playing a game, and I've got the controller. Simple as that. You know, that's what the live streams are like for me. And it's a good time. You know, we like having stupid conversations or funny conversations about anything, really. We talk about a lot of stuff. But the thing is, so I try to keep it away from religion, away from politics. You know, anything that people will argue about, you know, I try to keep it funny. Basically, that's the thing. Because at the end of the day, guys, life is so short. It is so short. And I want to make sure, basically, that during the time I am in your lives and you're in mine, that we have as much fun as possible, basically. You know, it's wonderful meeting so many new people. Like, it's kind of hard to believe as well that we've already hit 4 million views and nearly 25,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's nice that the channel is always growing. That's what I love to see. It's like, right now we're kind of balanced at around 5 to 6,000 views a day, and that's with me doing nothing. When I do good videos or streams, then it shoots way higher. So, you know, I do appreciate all the love and the support, and I do appreciate as well the constant requests I'm getting from you guys in terms of play this, play that, make videos about this, make videos about that. It makes me feel needed, you know, it makes me feel loved, which is great. You guys need me, and I need you as well. You know, you guys cure my loneliness to make sure, basically, that in my evenings, I'm not just sat here, you know, like just in my room, like with no one in the world to be there. You guys are there for me every day. And what I do in my spare time, which is very small, but I have, sometimes I do have spare time in the day, is if I'm not recording videos for 14 or generally like these vlogs or whatever, then I will watch live streams myself. I don't watch TV. I don't have a TV. You know, like I do watch a lot of movies, I've got to say, on things like Netflix and all the streaming services, or if I really want to watch a movie early, I might pay to rent it on iTunes or whatever. But generally, that's mostly what I do. I'm constantly in the gaming world, live streaming world, and so on, you know. So, and I love it, guys. You know, I've said it so many times during my live streams that I want to do this for a living. I want this to be my job, you know, because I love it every single day. I love hanging out with you guys. The quality of gaming, we are, as what I keep saying, is the golden age of gaming. Like, that boundary between movie and game is becoming smaller and smaller and smaller. In fact, you could argue that games are better than movies because you are engaged in them. Especially like when you look at a game like Uncharted 4, it was basically an interactive movie. So it wasn't just a case of watching Nathan Drake do what he was doing. You were controlling it the whole time as well. So you had an impact on what you were seeing. So but the scripting, the acting, everything is just as good as any movie is. It was really it's fantastic experiences these days. In fact, that when I finished Uncharted 4 today, I might have, you know, let a tear slip, during the stream, because for me it was such a great adventure, and it's like that feeling I always had at the end of a holiday. Like I hated that feeling at the end of a holiday. Gonna miss your friends, gonna miss your cousins, your family, whatever. Coming back to the normal, boring life wherever you live, all that stuff. And of course, life is what you make it, guys. Life is, if life is fun and so on. But when things are so different, when you travel to another country, when you do whatever, when you come back to the normal routine, you miss that adventure, you miss that whatever in your life. And my big problem in my life is that I've always had travel anxiety. I've always become sick when I travel. And for me, like, I have traveled the world, guys. Like, I've been to Stockholm, I've been to Paris, I've been to Lisbon, I've been to Barcelona, to Chicago, LA, to Sydney, to Hong Kong, Kuwait, and Lebanon. I've been to a whole variety, and obviously I live in London as well. I've been to a whole variety of places. I've been to Wales. I can't remember where in Wales, but I've been to Wales. So I've been to a whole list of countries, but always the traveling was the problem. To a point now where at my age, my age, I talk like I'm so old, I'm 31. I am worried, like, I won't have the stamina or the strength to deal with the pain that comes with my travel anxiety. Because it would physically, it wasn't just, because people say it's just in your head. It wasn't in my head, it was in my stomach. My brain would torment my stomach. And I have seen a therapist about it and so on. I did make a video about it, talking about how your subconscious, or my subconscious in my case, was hurting my stomach to prevent me traveling, basically, to keep me safe. So it was keeping me safe by hurting me a lot, which is a twisted way, but apparently that's just how the subconscious can choose to work. And, I don't want to, it is not my goal in life to sit here and play games the rest of my life. Absolutely not. And what I would like to do is help as many people as I can. But one thing I truly, truly believe in is the idea that you cannot help other people unless you can help yourself. So, like, I am trying to be supportive. I'm trying to be the person who will listen, but I will not offer advice to people right now because my life is a mess. Let's face it. I am getting into a stronger position on a daily basis, but it's still a mess by anyone's standard. I don't think anyone would really want my life. So I know it could be way worse though. I'm not here to ask for anyone's sympathy. You guys know that I'm not a sympathy case, definitely not. Because at the end of the day, I have my health, I have a job, I can pay my bills, I have a lot of debt, but whatever, debt is debt. Eventually it'll disappear as long as I keep my job. That's the thing. And for me, as well, I want to try and make sure that basically that I just keep myself happy, keep myself entertained and content with the idea that I'm putting as much effort as I can do. You guys know how hard I work on my YouTube channel. And if I really truly felt that this was a waste of time, I wouldn't do it. Simple as that. I do feel that this is worth my time because I can express myself. It cures my loneliness. It makes me some pocket money to pay for the everything else. It pays for the games. It pays for the internet. It pays for my phone. It pays for all the expenses other than rent and food and whatever, which my job and debts, which my job pays for. So, and in fact, if I didn't have it, I would be starving right now because, like, my YouTube money is what I'm going to be using for the rest of the month to eat. So, it's kind of, I'm in a kind of dangerous position right now. It's like, I do not want to starve, so I'm working as hard as I can. And again, though, guys, I'm saying that I do not want anyone to feel sorry for me because my life, compared to other people, my life is very, very easy. It really is. Because at the end of the day, I also have a girlfriend who loves me very much. I love her very much. And I have my family, even if they're not here. And even though I hate my dad, like, my mum is still here. My younger sister is still here. And I do have an older sister, but I hate her too. So I'm a kind of like half-half with my family. But whatever. At least I have my little sister and my mum. That's what matters. And for me as well, guys, you know, it's also about respect and how you treat other people. Like I try to always I say try, note that word, to treat people as much respect as I can. Some people, it's very hard to do that. Some people are just dicks and you can't respect them, you know, because some people have superiority complexes. They believe just because I'm older, I'm better in every way, or just because this, I'm better in every way. And it's like I personally can't handle that. I am very much against that type of idea. It's like nothing gives anyone license, no attribute, no title, no anything gives anyone the title or right to treat anyone else with disrespect. So for me, it's about respect. If I don't like someone, if I don't like the way people do things or whatever, I just say nothing at all. I just walk away. You know, people say this idea of be the bigger man, just walk away. You know, but don't get me wrong, guys. You know, if anyone stands in my way and tries to prevent me doing anything I want to do, then I will destroy them. But I don't find myself in that position in my life. You know, I'm in a position where I can just choose to walk away. You know, so for example, my dad spent 30 plus years shouting at me, you know, and I said to him very plainly that, you know, what he wanted was good. He had the right intention. His way of delivery was rubbish. Absolute junk. I've said that to his face. You know, like I've said to him that the way he shouts, the way he speaks, he could shout to me, jump, or he could shout to anyone, don't jump in the fire, right? It's the right thing to shout, but the way he shouts it, it makes you want to jump in the fire. You know what I mean? So, you know, I said to him so many times that his intention is good, his methods are crap. And the reason I'm sharing that with you guys is not to insult my dad. I'm not here to bash my father. No, definitely not. The reason I'm saying I'm reflecting on that is because I'm thinking for the future about how I want to treat my kids. So in 20, 30 years from now, if my own children are watching this video, then I hope you listen to me and say that my intention is this, is that when I say something to you, I only have your best interest at heart. You know, that's it. Like, if I believe this is the right way, so be it. But you need to make up your own choice. You have to live your life. You have to learn your own lessons. You cannot rely on someone telling you what to do, telling you how to think, telling you how to react, controlling your emotions, and so on. So, you know, you need to be your own person. And you learn that, you know, you guys know, you learn that with life experience anyway. You know, that's just part of life. And what I like to do as well in my life is I like to observe and kind of, I don't want to say twist things, but I try and turn things on their head in terms of saying what I shouldn't say just because I love seeing the reaction to it. Because what I found observing in my life is that there is the effectively, and I talk about it on live stream all the time, the socially acceptable way of behavior, right? It's like an unwritten law, like the way we are supposed to behave. And I hate that. Like, for me, I believe people should just behave whichever way they like to behave. And it doesn't mean, like, I think Arnold Schwarzenegger said it in a certain way. He said, like, you can break all the rules, but you can't break the law. And that, I believe in the same concept, basically, is that these rules, which don't have any weight in the law, don't have anything, whatever, it's just the socially acceptable way. I keep using my quotation fingers. You'll see that a lot. It's because it is fiction. It is what people expect of you, even though it's like it doesn't mean anything. You know, it's like, why would you choose, in my case as well, I'm talking about me here, I'm not talking about you, why would I choose to live my life based on other people's preference? Because if I live my life based on other people's preference, I'll be broke, I will be single, I will be overweight, I will be absolutely miserable, I'll be in the worst job ever if I live by other people's preference. Because some other people's preference basically is that they want the best for themselves at the cost of everyone else. And I am not like that. I'm not one of those people. I am the sort of the person where I will lift up everyone I can who's around me. You know, whether they're rich, whether they're homeless. I have helped homeless people. I have helped well-off people emotionally. You know, that's the thing. It doesn't matter who you are. I don't look at titles. Titles mean nothing to me. I mean, some people have said that my I have a problem with authority. And it's like, for me, I don't have a problem with authority in a certain sense. Like, for me, authority doesn't exist. Is that a problem with authority? I guess so, but it doesn't exist. Like I said, no one's title gives them the right to be a dick. No, nothing. No one has an excuse to be a dick to anyone else. Absolutely, there's nothing, there's no attribute, no reason whatsoever you can be a dick. If someone's been horrible to you, if someone's stolen from you, has, you know, abused you, has raped you, whatever, you know, then walk away. Let the authorities handle it. You yourself, be the better person and move on with your life. Focus on you. Do not focus on other people's actions. You know, that's the way I'm living my life, is that it's to focus on me. You know, that's it. And it might sound selfish, it might sound whatever, but like I said before, if you can help yourself, then you can help other people. That is my true, honest opinion. And I've seen that time and time again in my life, observed it in other people's lives as well, is that when you're helping yourself the most, then you can help other people. So let me give you a very, very simple example, okay? Let's talk about health and fitness. That's a topic that people love to comment about. So here's two situations, and you tell me which one's better, okay? So number one, let's listen to this story. When I left university, I changed my diet. I wasn't eating pizza and burgers every day anymore. I joined a gym. I lost 25 kilos in a year. That's scenario number one. Scenario number two. You look a bit chunky. Why don't you join a gym? Lose some weight. So, in scenario number one, you know, you'll be inspired. You'll be like, wow, he did really well. I can't believe he lost 25 kilos. You know, he did really well. And I could show you pictures from my graduation when I had the double chin, I looked tired, I looked weak, I looked whatever, and so on. So you get, it's the inspiration which I'm going for in scenario number one. And you will take from that maybe I could do it myself. You know, maybe if I joined the gym or if I adjusted my diet, I could lose so much weight. Oh, I could be healthy, I could be happier, if you care about that sort of stuff. In situation scenario number two, if I said to you directly, lose weight, then number one, you'll hate me. Number two, if you hate yourself, you'll hate me even more because I'm reflecting onto you what you hate about yourself. And number three, basically, it's just rude, you know, as simple as that. Like if I say that. So even though effectively the goal behind what I'm saying, the method behind what I'm saying is exactly the same, to say that losing weight and being healthier is a benefit to you, that's the conclusion of what I'm saying. The delivery is completely different and the result will be completely different. So my goal here is to inspire, because from inspiration, there's no threats, there's no making you feel uneasy, whatever, and 100% any action you take is your choice. And this is what I say to me, to all of my friends, to my future kids, everyone. Live life. If you want to help other people, help yourself, follow your own advice, inspire other people to do the same. Be a leader. So I hate to quote songs or whatever, but Blackalicious, yep, I listen to rap. They have a song called The Craft, and there's one lyric particularly in that song really stuck in my mind. And in the song it goes, and act on it, because action is a key to freedom. Only way to be a leader is to lead by the way you live. So it's exactly the point I'm making, is that if you take action, if you do what you want to do, what you believe is the right thing to do, you will lead with your action. You will inspire other people. You will be the better person. So that's my wish for everyone watching this video, is for you to be a leader, to help other people, and to help yourself. Most and foremost, help yourself so that you can help other people. So like I said, I am not saying to you what to do. I am saying what I am intending to do. So I am intending to fix my life. I need to clear all my debts. I need to eventually upgrade from this room. That's one of my life goals, is to not live in this room for the rest of my life. And once I clear my debts, it'll be a lot easier to do that. It's just because I have debts right now that my choices are very limited, but those debts are temporary. And eventually, especially with your guys' help and your donations and whatever else, like, it will happen. You know, it'll happen sooner than later. And as well, I'll keep my partnership strong with my girlfriend because I love her very much, and I don't have a reason not to. So, and I'm not looking for one either. You know, if I can stay with her, I'll stay with her. You know, I love her to bits. So, you know, my girlfriend, I'm not going to say her name. One day I'll introduce you, to you in the stream. But you know who you are. My girlfriend, I love you very much. I'll say it and proclaim it in front of the whole world. And I hope, you know, we will have a good future together. I hope we will, you know, you know, maybe it's early, but get married, have kids, whatever. You know, that's my goal. Like I believe I've found the right girl for a serious relationship. I think I've found the mother of my kids. So, yeah. And the thing is as well, guys, I've spoken a lot about her on stream. Like, she is not in an easy place either, but I said to her, and what I'm saying to you guys is that we're keeping that bond together. We're keeping ourselves strong. And, you know, I'm supporting her, she's supporting me, and everything's good. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I'm not here to show off. That's it. You know, I've had previous relationships, they didn't work out. In grand style, they didn't work out. And, you know, you guys know what I'm talking about if you know the whole story. And but I will just keep looking for love. That's because that's one of my life goals, is I want to have children. You know, I'll be devastated if I don't have children. I really will. And yeah, and other than that, guys, the purpose of my life is to be happy and make other people happy. That's it. That's all I want, is happiness. And, you know, for me, like, for example, if someone came to me, or I won the lottery, and someone, or whatever, and someone said to me, oh, you know what, I like your YouTube videos, I've decided to put you in my inheritance, here's 10 million. You know, after I die, or whatever. I wouldn't care, because for me, money does not buy happiness, money buys choices. So what would I do with that money? If someone suddenly gave me 10 million, what would I do? If I won 10 million in the lottery, what would I do? The first thing I would do, clear my debt. Number one. Number two, clear my sister's debt, because she has a stupid student loan. So I would clear that just so she can live her life, find a good job, whatever, without this feeling that she's going to be paying her student loan for the rest of flipping time because of how big a student loan is. Number three, buy a house. Number four, build a house, I guess, with furniture, whatever, but nothing fancy. What I need, not what I want, you know? And then just full-time YouTuber, you know, help you guys, donate to charity. Any money I make from YouTube at that point, if I had infinite, well, I don't want to say infinite money, if I had tons of money and I don't need that money, any money I make from donations or YouTube, whatever, would all 100% go to charity. So I would still earn the money on YouTube, but all of it would go to charity, every single one, every single penny. And that's it. Live my life, be happy, make other people happy around me. That is all I want. And that's all I want for me, that's all I want for everyone, is just make each other happy. Life is so short. Do not be, you know, do not allow the stupid things that happen in life to upset you, you know? And that's why I avoid politics, that's why I avoid, you know, all these debates about whatever. Like, it's just not, it's a barrier to happiness, in my opinion. If you have a way to live your life anonymously, then so on. Because, like, for example, I don't try and make people happy for praise. I'm not doing this for pride or whatever. I'm doing happiness, helping people be happy for the sake of them being happy. You know what I mean? Because I know it's a better feeling than being sad, than starving, than being miserable, than being frustrated and, you know, not taking action or to chase your dreams and so on. But anyway, guys, I could talk about this all day, but that's why I've got a lot of energy to do what I do and so on. And the other things I need to improve, to be honest, I need to learn how to iron my clothes. That's still the next step in my life. And also to shave more often. Like, for me, shaving is like a once every 2 week thing, and I don't even do it myself. I just pay the barber like £5 to do it for me. I'm so lazy. So anyway, guys, that's it for this update video. I'm not sure what I should call this vlog. Let me think of a name. So this is vlog number, is it vlog number 4? I guess it could be my purpose in life. Let's call it that, shall we? My purpose in life. I've explained the reason why I want to do everything I want to do in my life. And yeah, So again, if you like what I do, be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe for more. If you have any advice you want to share, any stories, any inspiration you want to share with everyone, leave it in the comments down below. And if you have any games you want me to check out in the future, then please let me know. The games I want to play this year: Final Fantasy 15, Tomb Raider 3 if it comes out. I don't know if it will. Kingdom Hearts 3, and whatever other games you guys tell me to check out. And that's it. So I will see you next time. Be safe. I love you all. Thank you all for coming to the live streams every single day, to all my regulars, to my mods, to my sponsors, to my everyone, to all my fellow live streamers here on YouTube Gaming. You know, love you all. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being my friends. You know, that's I can't ask for more than that. So thank you very much, guys. And I will see you in the next one. So thank you, guys. Bye-bye. Take care. Toodaloo. Bye.